Hey, welcome to Color Up. So are you one of those players that it seems like every time you leave the craps player, you leave a loser? Well, there could be multiple reasons for that. You might not have sufficient bankroll for the type of strategy you're playing. It might be that maybe you were up at some point and win big and you just couldn't walk away from the table. I know that hurts a lot of players. They just don't, they just love the action, can't walk away. It might just be that this is a tough game. Remember, every single bet on this table, the casino has the edge. So you got to have some luck and you got to do well to actually win at this game. But today we're going to look at something very specific that maybe you just haven't thought about. So let's check it out. All right, so most of us know that the probability of the 7 rolling is once every 6 rolls. Now, because sometimes the 7 rolls on the come out roll, the roll will actually extend. So when you factor that in, math says that the average roll, now this is average, is 8 is the average roll. Now think about that for a second. 8.5 is the average. So that means that plenty, I mean maybe you could say half of the rolls are less than 8. They might be in that 3, 4, 5 range. You've probably seen that at the casino all the time. You consider that a cold table. All the shooters keep rolling 3, 4, 5. And every time there's a 3, 4, or 5 roll, there's got to be a roll to offset that in the 10, 11, 12 range. It's pretty rare that you're going to see 20 plus rolls. Do they happen? They happen all the time. But when you're at a table for an hour, you might not see it as much as you might see closer to the average of 8.5. So you're going to see a lot of 5 to 8 range and 8 to 12 range. So somewhere in there, 5 to 12 rolls might be what you're seeing a lot. Because for every 20 roll, you might see, the dreaded 0.7 out or 1 or 2 rolls. So with that in mind, of an average of 8.5, which means we're going to see plenty of short rolls, let's take a look at 2 different players. We've got player A, player B. They're place bettors. They're playing something very common, $44 inside. We're at a $10 table. So $10, $12. All right, these players wait for come out. It doesn't really matter what it is. Let's just put it down here on the 4. The point's 4. Now our players are in action, they're working, and they're hoping to see a number. And it happens at a 9 rolls. We're both excited. We both just won, right? So we're going to win $14 for player A and $14 for player B. Awesome. And 8 rolls. We're going to win another $14 for player A. I added too much there. And $14 for player B. Now player A, he is thinking that the roll is only going to last 3 to 5. It happens a lot. He's going to go off on his bet. So he'll ask the dealer to go off. Dealer can mark it. And now he cannot lose to the 7, right? Because his bets are off or they're not working. Just for this example, I'm going to go ahead and just physically pull them down. So he's got his $44 investment back. And what does he have here? He has $28 in profit after 2 hits. Player B, he's won $28, but he still has $44 at risk. If the 7 were to roll on the next roll, he would actually be losing $16. All right, but I'm playing for the average of 8.5 rolls, so he's going to keep rolling. He's going to hit a 5. He's going to win another $14. This is our 3rd hit. We've won $42. We have a winning of $42. We still have $44 at risk. If the 7 rolls, we're going to lose $2 on this shooter. This player right here, profit of $28. Now it's pretty unlikely you're going to keep pounding these inside numbers. You might roll, let's say a 10 and then a 3. So now we're kind of deep into the roll, but that's okay. We roll a 6, so we win another $14. We've won 56. If the 7 were to roll, we lose 44. Where do we stand? We have a $12 profit, $28 profit. Maybe a yo rolls. Maybe the 4 rolls, we hit our point, then we roll again and it comes back out on the 5. And then we roll the 9, we're going to win $14. This is our 5th hit. We've won $70, but we still have $44 at risk up here. What do we have? We have a profit of $26. We have a profit of $28. The problem is we've hit 5, but how many rolls are we at? Remember, we hit the 4, we hit the 10, we hit the yo, we hit the 12. We're up near 10, 11 rolls already, and we still don't have the profit that player A has. Now, if we can manage a final 6 hit, let's say the 8 rolls again, we're going to win $14. Now we're in good shape. We've won $84. If we lose this $44, not a big deal. We've secured our initial investment back and a $40 profit versus $28 profit. So if you can get 6 hits, you're in good shape. Why? Because your bets are still working for you. You have a larger profit. But getting 6 inside hits, how many rolls are we at? Are we at 10? Are we at 12? I don't know how many rolls we're at. I know we're probably past the average of 8.5. So it's really just something I want you to think about. And I'm not saying turn your bets off, because you're probably, if you're like me, you're thinking, well, I came to the casino to gamble. What am I doing just watching all the rolls go by? And maybe you miss out on a monster hand. I mean, you still have options. If we were at a $5 table, obviously I could regress this player down to, say 22. But even if not, we could regress this down, there we go, to $12 each. Just have the 6 and 8 working. We've still got our initial investment back in a $4 profit. 6 and 8 are great bets, low house edge bets, 10 combinations out of the 36 to roll. And we have a $4 profit. Remember, this player, he has to hit it at least 3 times to almost break even, -2, but really he needs to have 4 hits to have a $12 profit. This player has a $4 profit after just 2 hits, and he's ready to go. You could do whatever you want at this point. You could spread out to other numbers as they hit, keep pressing these. I mean, you got some options, but you're safe. This player, he's got to have 4 hits to have any profit at all. And again, how many rolls is that going to take to have 4 hits? Is it going to take 6 rolls? Is it going to take 8 rolls? I don't know. Obviously, all of us are hoping for the long roll. Well, unless we're a dark side player, but we're all hoping for that long roll to make a lot of money. But again, with 8.5 the average, you're going to see plenty of rolls, below 8, 8.5. So 3, 4, 5 rolls, and then the roll ends. So let's go ahead and roll this out. Player A versus player B. Obviously, this doesn't mean anything scientific. It just means how the results of the dice roll in the next few minutes will determine which is the better way to go. All right, we have $220 here. That's for each player. That's enough for $44 inside for 5 shooters. I like to have enough for 10 shooters, but for this example, we're just going to do 5 shooters. And we're not going to work the come out, so we'll just let a point be established and then go from there. 7 on the come out. Glad we didn't have that working. 8 hard. So 8's going to be our point. Both players are going to drop $50 and say I want 44 inside. It will give you $6 back in change and then set you up here. 44 inside, and then player A is going to do the same thing. And he's going to get his change of 6 and set up here. And we can just go ahead and rack those up. All right, and we're ready to see some inside numbers. That's what we're hoping for. Here we go. 8 hard, point hit. Both players are going to win 14. We like that. But the puck's going to come off, and then our bets are going to be off. I mean, obviously you could work them, but we're not going to. So I'm just going to go ahead and rack that up. And here we go, coming out again. 10. 10's our point. 10 easy. Remember, player A, he's looking for one more hit. Here we go. And it's not going to happen. So either player, we're in the same situation. Very, short roll, and it all comes down. So it doesn't matter how you're betting, you got to roll that short. It's tough to win. All right, here we go. I'll dump the dice. So we're going to go with our second shooter. Here we go. 6 easy. 6 is going to be our point. And we'll just hand out the 44. There we go. Set up and ready to go. And let's get rolling. Here we go. Oh, ouch. Dice are brutal tonight. Again, it doesn't matter how you're playing. And I might fast forward this so you don't have to just watch me. Puck is off. Let's move on to our third shooter. Coming out, looking for a point. 9. 9's our point. Not much of a demonstration so far if I keep losing like this. All right, let's grab these here. And caps. Let's grab these up. And here we go. Point is 9, and we're looking for some inside numbers. 9 right back, point hit. Both players are going to win 14. But the puck's going to go off, which means what? It means our roll's going to extend, right? Let's go ahead and rack that up. And here we go, coming out. 5, no field 5. 5's the point, mark the 5. All right, 5's working. Now we're looking for our second hit for this particular shooter. 8, 8 hard, there we go. So both players are going to get paid 14. This player is just going to rack his. And he's going to go off on his bets. So again, you can ask the dealer, they might micro them all. They might just put an off marker on one of them, but his bets are off and he's safe from the shooter. We need to pay our other player here. So he's going to win 14. And right now we're in the same position. All right, here we go. Let's continue this roll. 4. 4 easy. Nobody's playing the 4 or the 10. 4 easy. We're extending the roll, but we're not winning. There's an 8. There we go. Hit that 8. So player B, I need to get some ones here. Player B is going to win $14. So we'll just rack that up. His bets are still working. Here we go. 9, Neener 9. That's great. 14. Could do this all day, right? Has he got his 6 hits yet? I don't know. There's the 10. Another wasted roll for us. And 2 aces. We're extending our roll. We're just not hitting winning numbers. There's that 8 again. $12 bet is going to win 14. I'll rack it up. Here we go. And again, he's going to be in better shape as long as he can get them 6 hits. There we go. That's a 7. This player loses $44. Puck comes off. All right. I'm not sure if he got there or not. So we'll go ahead. This is our 4th shooter. Go ahead and establish a point. 12, midnight. Still looking for a point. Counts towards our 8.5 average though, if you're keeping track of that. All right, there's the 6, 6 easy, so we got a point. Now this player, he doesn't have to invest any more money. It's right there. Dealer, I want my bets working. He'll take off the marker. He's ready to go. Player B, he's got to set back up. And caps. And you can see from the racks, he's got more ones, but it's pretty close still. All right, let's see some inside numbers. 6, 6 easy, point hit. Been hitting a lot of points today. All right, $14 for each player. And we'll just throw that in there. All right, still looking for inside numbers. And it's going to be 6, 6 easy. Sorry, our puck was off. And then we rolled the 6. We came right back out on the 6, I believe. So now our bets are working. And here we go. Oh, 7, out. So again, both of our players are working. It basically works out exactly the same. So this video hasn't been much of an example, but But we're going to give it one more shot for our fifth and final shooter. And here we go. Coming out, looking for a point. 8. 8 hard. 8's the point. All right, here we go. Digging in. Not to left. Special rolls. All right, let's make it happen. 8. 8 easy. Isn't that the third or fourth time we've hit the point? All right, so $14 to each of our players. And the puck is going to come off. So go ahead and just rack that. First hit for player A. And 7 on the come out. We'll take that. It's perfect time for a place better. 8. 8 hard. Back on that 8. Bets are working, and we're ready to go. Wow, look at that. 8 hard. All right, so both of our players are going to win 14. Let's go ahead and rack that up. And the puck is going to come off, and our player is going to stay off even whenever, well, this is our final shooter, so he's actually going to pull down. You know, I'm done for the day. And he's going to pull down with his money. You can see he did lose some money. But let's see if our other player ends up losing money. All right, here we go, coming out. 8. Wow, shooting 8s. Should be pressing them, right? All right, our 8's working. Here we go. Looking for a long roll of inside numbers. 10 hard. 10 hard. See him hard, bet him hard. 12 midnight, shooting hard ways, folks. Yo, 11 horn numbers. See, this is where the roll counts adding up. We're getting close to that average, but we're not winning any money. Yo, 11, back to back. Throwing a lot of repeater numbers, but of these garbage numbers, and there's 7. That hurt. Why? We probably were close to the average 8 rolls, right? Because we hit our point, but down comes our 44. Puck is off, and we ran through 5 shooters. Now you could see the totals on the screen, but I can tell you right now that player A, you can see there's a handful of, he's got 100 here, and we're short 100 here. So this is 20. And we've got plenty of reds here. So player A is definitely the better player on, or, you know, turned out better, even on short rolls. It looks like we did lose some money, but not quite as much as this player. I would have loved to see a little bit longer hand or anything, but, you know, this is how it rolled out. A lot of times, remember, if the average is 8.5, you're going to see plenty of them short rolls. So maybe think about adjusting your game accordingly. All right, I hope that's helpful. And until next time, good luck on coloring up.